Happy Sunday! Happy Sunday, everyone! Happy Sunday to you all. And welcome to my channel. This is Hilda, and you are watching Aging Happily with Hilda. Yes, I am super excited because this is spring. We are in spring. Finally, spring is here. And I trust you all are doing great and just so happy with the current weather. Yes, I am enjoying. I'm enjoying everything, every bit of it. You know, it doesn't last long, so make use of this time. Just go out and enjoy the nature, guys. Yes, it doesn't last long. I'm telling you. Before we know it, we are getting into summer, and just before we open our eyes, we are back to winter. So, guys, if you have the opportunity, enjoy the nature. Go out and feel free, have it while it lasts. Okay, so in today's video I want us to talk about common personality changes as we age. And before I get into that, I just want to talk a little bit about what we share here. um Let me just acknowledge some of our audience. Yes, Glorious Home. Hello, host. Thank you for joining, Glorious Home. I appreciate your time. Celeste Wall is here as well. Thank you so much, sister, for joining. I appreciate you all. Your constant love and support all the time. Yes. No matter what, you guys are always there for me. I do appreciate it. Yes. I'm going. I just there. You guys are keeping me on my feet. So thank you so much for your support. So I was saying before we get into talking about the common personality changes as we age, let me just share a little bit of what we talk here for those who are new on this channel. So we talk about health tips, we share health tips, we talk about aging tips. Just something I have passion in. And it's because for those who don't know me, I am a nurse by profession. So my experiences in my nursing career has exposed me to a lot. I've learned a lot in the aging process. And I just love to come here and share about those tips. So we share health tips, we talk about the aging tips as well, how we can age happily, the aging process, things. This is something that many people don't understand, and they are finding it so hard, so difficult to deal with the aging process, or the challenges, the difficulties that comes with aging. But why? Just because they don't want to embrace aging as a natural process. So we try to break that stereotype, and also we share the lifestyle that can help us to age happily. That instead of us focusing on that aging process, we try to bring in those lifestyle, like lifestyle changes, those things that you can focus your mind on that will help you to age happily. I also share my nursing experiences here. That's just part of me, and I love doing that. And of course, we talk about our seniors. They are the end product of the aging process. So I can't stop without mentioning them here. So that's all we share here. So we are going to dive right away into common personality changes as we age. Yes, I decided to talk about this because my colleague is just complaining that she got an old friend. They used to be very close. They used to share so many things, share love, share like memories, share like so many things together. But recently, that friend no longer like doesn't want to come close to her anymore, just want to be herself. And you know what? I'm just telling her it's part of life. It is okay. And getting to know their ages, they are in their 40s, like late 40s. It is okay. They are getting older, and those personality changes are coming forth. There's no way you can turn that down. It's kind of part of aging. It's kind of an aging process. You tend to feel to start getting that some of those personalities without knowing, of course. So I'm just telling that my friend, you know what, just give her some time. She might be going through certain things that you don't understand. Don't just judge. Don't rush into judging because she was like, oh, maybe the husband used to work in the oil field. That's why she don't have any time for her anymore, or she doesn't want to listen to her as she used to. She doesn't want to hang her out with her as she used to. But guess what? It is okay. I told her it's just okay. It's just fine. Don't judge. She might be going through something. And guess what? I told her, I advised her, just, don't relent your efforts. You've been longtime friends. Just keep doing what you have been doing. Try to, go closer to her no matter what. I know all we talk about here is how we want to age happily. And you begin to ask me, how should I go close to somebody or who doesn't want me anymore, or who doesn't have time to even check on me? I'm the only one checking on her. Well, you know what? Sometimes we need to keep trying, avoid judging, try to know what is going on in somebody's life instead of just concluding, instead of just judging and putting conclusions on certain things. It's not advisable. So I talked to her, and she finally got back to her friend, talked to that friend, and told her, like, just open up. She wasn't comfortable that she is no longer in that, the way they used to be together. She no longer feels it that way, and she just wants to know what is going on. Now she came to realize that that friend, the a very close relative, somebody who was so dear to that friend, died. And that friend, the only way she could cope, that was her own coping mechanism, to just stay away from people, to just be herself. That close family person, that was a person who um, have her number one to go person when she is having any issues. In addition to that friend, that was actually her first contact to anything, things pertaining to her personal life, to social life, and and much more. So that person died, and she was drowning in, like, in pain. She was in pain, and she was thinking just being herself, just taking care of herself, was the best way for her to cope with that situation. But that friend, who is a colleague of mine, was there concluding and just judging, concluding that the friend no longer wants to talk to her. She's a bad girl. She's a, like, so many ugly things about that friend, just for her to realize that that's what that friend was going through. So what I'm sharing this is just, that as we grow older, we tend to have certain things, like personality changes, things change, and we flow with those changes. It's just natural. So, but my message for you today is to not to judge, and just understand that it could be part of the aging process. We experience different things at different levels as we grow older. So, guys, it is aging, and aging, people experience it differently, people take it differently, people embrace it differently. So everyone is unique as far as aging process is concerned. And when it comes to these personalities, same thing. People have different personalities, they behave differently as they grow older. It can even be worse with our parents, our older parents, or older adults, let me put it that way. Okay, so oh, Franklin is here. Thank you so much, Franklin, for joining. Yes, greetings, everyone. Thank you. That's a shout out there from Franklin. So, Franklin, before you join in, I was just saying we are going to share some little tips, or talk about some common personality changes as we grow older. So, I just mentioned already that it's just part of the aging process. Trying to relate it to a story. A friend of mine who had a friend, and that friend no longer talks to her just because of certain things that is been happening in her life. But her own coping mechanism was just to stay alone, just isolate herself, be herself, to be able to go through that, that whatever she was experiencing at that moment, a death of a close family member. Then that friend who always complained about that friend, yes, my friend who always complained about her friend, later on discovered that That's what happened. That friend is missing somebody so dear in the family. That's why she was behaving that way. So it's personality as we grow older, and it's common. People do it. People express it differently. Some they don't even know. That's the funniest thing. So that's why we are sharing today, Franklin, and I just have four personality changes that I'm just going to highlight here and just briefly talk about the causes of those personalities. So feel free to share your own thoughts in the comment section. I don't plan to last long on this video. Should be maximum 30 minutes, guys. So we have 20 minutes to run through this. So share your thoughts in the comment section. And if you have a community, feel free to share this video so we all can learn. And yes, it's just going to go a long way to impact lives. Yes, as we impact life, that's how we are happy and that's how we are growing and aging happily. Remember, that's what we share on this channel is aging happily. Okay, so common personality changes as we age. The very first one is sadness. Yes, even kids, even kids, they are sad. They are sad at times. No matter how innocent they are sad. They know why they are sad. Maybe they can't express it, but there's always a reason, right? What about us? What about those who are getting older? Talk less of those older adults. They have experienced a lot. As we are growing older, we are experiencing a lot, experiencing so many things. Could be positive, could be negative. Yes, it's causing us to have personality change. Yes, as I mentioned, sadness. If our life in our life experiences, you go through sad moments, you experience those unpleasant things, those things that are really not pleasant in life. That can only bring you down. It's not boosting you up in any way. You tend to get that sadness. You'll be sad. That's a personality. And until you go close to that person who is sad or who is no expressing that personality, you will never know what is going on in that person's life. So never judge. Life experiences is causing people to express certain personalities. So let's roll. A day here, no shaking. Oh my God, did you say a day? Oh my God. Okay, thank you, sister, for always being there for me. I appreciate your time. Ugo Simba TV. Hi, host. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Ugo, for joining. Go ahead, like and share this video, guys, as you join. I'm glad to have you all here today. A fantastic Sunday, beautiful weather. I mentioned earlier, guys, enjoy it while it lasts. These beautiful days, they don't last. Okay? So before we realize it, before we know it, we are back to winter. Yes. In addition to what we have been experiencing for the past 2 years, guys, it's time to go out. Feel free, enjoy, have fun. Okay? We never knew nobody, we never knew about COVID, and it just appeared. Well, kind of disappearing now. We don't know what is ahead of us. We are not planning, we are not praying for anything bad. But just like COVID, we never knew, and it came. We struggled with it for the past few years. Now we have the opportunity to step out, have fun with family again after a very, very long time. So don't joke with this moment. Yes, and just so happy that you are spending part of that time with me. I appreciate it a lot. Yeah, so Celeste Wall, yeah, today we are sharing common personality changes as we age. So I mentioned the first one is sadness. And I'm just telling you guys, it's something common, and don't just judge because people have gone through life experiences that you never know. Until you get closer to those people, you can never tell what they are going through. You can never tell. and then you judge from their behaviors, from their personalities, which is not good. Yeah, so sometimes it's just good to sit and evaluate yourself, to sit and think, really, is it that I did something wrong, that that person is behaving that way to me? As humans, it is very common, it's very okay for us to have that feeling, to think that way. That's that's human weakness, something just natural. Maybe a friend no longer very close to you, or not in contact, in not coming close to you as he or she used to. He or she could be going through certain things that you can never tell. Could be mental issues. We know, especially in this part of the world, how mental challenges, how stressful it is. And sometimes some people just want to get that moment for themselves to just stay back, and deal with their mental issues instead of integrating with you. It doesn't matter. She not being with you as she used to be or as he used to be. It doesn't mean you did something to her or to him. Could just be that part, that time in life. As you are aging, you're experiencing certain things that is prompting you to express certain personalities. So take it that way, guys. Yes, yes. So see, sadness is something natural and we can't change it. So far as we are alive and living, no way. 100%. I agree with you. So let's enjoy the time we have in the life before passing on to the next wall. Well said, Celeste. And that's what I'm saying. Sadness is something you can't deal without. It's just like I say, aging process. Aging is just part of life. Same thing, sadness is part of it. Yeah, personality changes as we grow older. Yeah, what do you expect? It's not always as sweet. We have some bitter times, and those times will cause us sometimes to have certain personality, to portray certain characters. Sometimes knowingly, sometimes we don't know. But let's not try to judge. You never know. And don't blame yourself. Don't have any guilt that you are the cause of anyone's personality. Okay? It's part of the aging process. Just because of our life challenges, our life experiences, we tend to experience those. Thank you so much for that insight, Celeste Wall. Let's enjoy the time here. Yeah, because we can't, there's no way you can go through life without moments of sadness. So let's enjoy the few years, the time that we have here on earth, and transition peacefully and happily. That is it. Go to the next world happily. As we age, this from Franklin, as we age, our life experiences inform us not to be too quick to judge. That is part of the aging process, guys. Our experiences is even guiding us that we shouldn't judge. That's maturity. That's maturity. Something to learn from, guys. As we, as our life experiences is informing us not to judge, not to be too quick at judging. Sometimes youthful exuberance can push us to draw hasty conclusions. Don't conclude. Don't judge. Yes, it's her personality, it's his personality, and you don't know why he or she is bringing forth that personality. You don't know what he or she is going through. Okay, let's not draw conclusions. Let's not rush into judgments or hasty conclusions. People are going through a lot, so we shouldn't judge. Thank you so much for that, Franklin. I couldn't articulate the way you put it. Thank you so much. Glorious says things. Yes, that's true. Thank you, Glorious. Franklin, when you notice a change with a loved one, just try to engage the person and find out what is happening with him or her. Fact. Instead of sitting behind and maybe gossiping or talking about that particular person to someone else, if that was somebody very significant to you, very important to you, why don't you go close to that person? Open up. I'm not comfortable because we are no longer the way we used to be. You sit behind, you pull yourself and say you don't care, you judge, you pretend, you talk with other people instead of facing that friend who is going through something you don't even know. Don't judge. Find out what is happening with him or her. And you yourself, you are going to have peace of mind. Instead of you stress a lot going to talk about those things to other people. Instead of trying to deep and get the main cause and know what is transpiring with that friend of yours. Why don't you approach him or her? Why talk behind? Why talk behind? And there's one thing in life when we get issues, when we have issues with significant others or with friends, with somebody very dear to you, you try to you know to bring friends of that particular person close to you, just to bring enmity, to cause disorder among you guys. It's not helping. Your enemy shouldn't be mine. Okay? Whatever you are going through in life with somebody, it has nothing to do with me. Okay, guys? If you are having a problem with A, don't try to convince C who has been friend to that A, you know, to be your friend. It doesn't That's not life. It doesn't work that way. Don't judge, guys. Instead of going around and talking to people who are not even going to help in that situation or bring that your friend you love so much close to you, go straight to that friend, open up, have your peace of mind even when you talk to that person directly. If she can tell or he can tell to your face that you are the cause of why I'm this way, you are the cause of my mental stress, okay, accept it. Apologize if you really know you did something or if they identify something that you are guilty of. Say sorry, and your friendship will stay, and you will enjoy the life together the way you used to be. Because that friend will really see you are a true friend, and you opening up to her or him is good. That's something that humans really don't know how to do. To be submissive, to go on their knees and say, "Oh, I'm sorry. I realize I did this to you. I realize I went wrong this way." Acknowledging and accepting their errors. That's something very difficult for humans to do. But if you can be brave, you take it, go back and talk to that friend of yours who no longer comes close to you as he or she used to do. It is good. It is good. Welcome, classroom tips with Linda. Thank you. All the way from Europe. Thank you, Linda, for joining. Yes, from Istanbul. Thank you so much. Um, yes, I'm glad to have you here, Linda. Thank you so much. So today we are sharing common personality changes as we age. So I was just talking about sadness, and I will tell you the causes of why people are sad as they grow older. As Franklin just mentioned, could be life challenges, life experiences, loss of ability to do certain things. As we grow older, there are so many skills, so many things that we used to do while young. We are unable to do those things. We cannot catch up with those things anymore. And that is bringing that sadness. Kind of is natural though. But you know what? Losing something that you used to love so much, unable to do something that you used to do with ease, can bring sadness. So your inability to perfectly do something, to do something that you were so unique at, can bring sadness as you age. Yes. Another thing is health. Health, we depreciate. Our health tends to depreciate as we grow older. That brings sadness as well. Imagine somebody who is diabetic, for example, knowing, especially type 1 diabetes, knowing that he or she is going to live the rest of her life or his life taking insulin. You know what I mean? Or somebody who just developed blood pressure, because blood pressure, that's one of those things that we develop as we grow older. And now you, like medications, is part of your food. So just knowing your health has gone down, is depreciating, it's a lot for you to be sad. It's a lot for you. You are going through a lot, and that can cause that sadness. People are going through a lot, and we should always make sure to try as much as possible not to judge each other from our own point of view. Who are you to judge, by the way? Without even knowing what is going through in someone's life, and you are judging. I find people sit and judge to be, well, I'm not a perfect human being, don't get me wrong. And judging sometimes is just, you know, it's something very natural for human beings, which is okay. But it shouldn't be bad. It shouldn't be part of you. When you realize that maybe you are going out of, your judgment is out of place. When you tend to realize that, why are you even judging this person? Yeah, just do something. Maybe meditate, you know, pray over it and go, just keep going. We are bound to judge as humans. That's just a human weakness, as I mentioned. But let that not be part of you. We just sometimes unconsciously. So when you come to realize that that's what you are actually doing, just retry from that. Not judge each other from our own point of view. Yes. Don't think up, right, like up, down, right, left. Thinking, trying to calculate whatever is going through somebody's life and just drawing conclusions. It doesn't help. It's just going to bring you more stress. Thank you so much for that, Celeste. Well, Katrin, this is awesome. Age itself comes with numerous issues. The process, aging itself, comes with its own issues. And personality is one of those issues. That's what we are sharing today, Katrin. I'm glad that you are bringing that up. Personality is one of them. We are sharing about common personality changes as we age. And the first one that I was talking on is sadness. So Catherine is saying this is awesome. Age itself comes with numerous issues. As our as our mentality changes, we tend to see life from a different perspective. And I always pray that let's somehow be positive as we age. We have gone through so many experiences. We have been experiencing so many things. Now we should think positive instead. Yes, life on its own is stressful. The aging itself, it is stressful. So as our mentality is changing, let's keep to it. Let's change positively if we can. It can be difficult. We are tempted sometimes to think negatively just because of those negative life experiences, which is okay. But are we going to leave that to kill us, to leave that to be with us too long? It's not healthy. Yes, as our mentality changes, we tend to see life from a different perspective. Let's that We should have a positive one. Let that perspective. We should see things in a positive manner, in a positive direction. In a positive direction. Sorry. Thank you so much for that, Catherine. And another cause of sadness, I mentioned of loss of ability, decline in health. Just knowing that your health is declining is, is bringing that sadness, and there's no way you can hide that from the community. You will feel sad. You will be sad, except somebody who knows you will, I know what is going through in her life. I know what is going through in his life. It's okay because of our health conditions. If you don't know, don't judge because you don't know what people are going through. You don't know their life challenges. I just mentioned an example of somebody living on insulin, knowing that he or she is going to live on that drug the rest of his or her life. It's stressful, and that can bring out this personality, this sadness. Hey, who is here? Haha. Oh, Celeste, haha. People enjoy gossiping than apologizing. This life no balance, my sister. But you know what? We shouldn't preach this. Let's just show what we want to see. Let's be the difference we want to see in life. Okay, so if you discover that somebody, maybe gossiping about you instead of coming to your face, and if you realize that and you know that's what is happening, face that person. Sometimes easier said than done, yes, I know, but sometimes to have that peace of mind, that's the only way out, trust me. Yes, apologize. The life no balance, my sister, but what can we do? Yeah, so those life experiences are decline in health is bringing us sadness, can let people portray sadness in the society, in the community. Just take them the way they approach you, take them the way you say them, and don't judge, don't rush into conclusion. If you are really bothered about seeing somebody that you used to be very close to and that person is behaving in a way now, yeah, just be bold enough, go close to that person. Talk, you don't know. You might be of help. Who knows? Thanks for the lovely tips. Yes, thank you so much, Linda. Here with Shauna. Thank you so much, Shauna. Thank you for joining. Thumbs up. Blessing host and chat. Thank you so much. That's a shout out from Shauna. Oh, Victorious Mirabel is here. Hi, host and everyone. Thank you, Victorious. Thank you so much for joining. Hello, my Ebony. Yes, that should be Mirabel. Hi, Victoria. Shout out from Shauna. Hey, Celeste Wall. Yes, Mirabel saying hi. Hello, Mira, Shauna, Linda, and everyone on board. Yes, shout out from Franklin. Oh my God. Thank you guys for joining. This is amazing. Victorious Mirabel. Happy Mother's Day to all the mothers and mothers to be in the. Ah, Mirabel. Don't tell me today. It's today Mother's Day. I know Mother's Day is in May now. How come you say Mother's Day today, sister? Can you clarify us? Oh boy. Happy Mother's Day. Okay, thank you so much, sister. I didn't know that. I know Mother's Day is in May. Guys, feel free to connect with each other. You guys, you all are content creators. So go ahead and connect with everybody. Your tips are very interesting. Yes, thank you so much, Shana. I appreciate that. Yeah, sometimes there are certain things in life that we struggle with, we stress on, that is just unnecessary. And this, I love to talk about this because it's just what I love to talk. I love to talk about aging. It's not okay. Don't get me wrong, guys. I like to encourage people to age happily, but it doesn't mean I am 100%. You know, um, aging happily. I have my own shortcomings. I have my own challenges. I have my own kind of personality that I portray. Sometimes I don't, most often we don't know. We do it unconsciously. But internally, we know there are certain things, causing us to behave in a certain way. And I always say, well, It is good when you know what is causing you to be sad. Then you deal with those. When you are able to deal with those things that are causing or bringing that sadness, that's a great step for you. That's a great way for you to bring down that personality, that sadness. You can always cover it up, knowing what is causing that sadness. It's worse when you don't just know and it's just, you portray certain characters, certain personalities. Yeah, my mom, L Varieties is in the building. Hi, everyone. Just in one channel. Good evening, host, and everyone in the house. Thank you so much, just in one channel. I appreciate you all for tuning in. Thumbs up done. Thank you, N Varieties. Thank you, guys. Don't forget to give me those thumbs ups. I love them. I love them. And please, before you leave this chat, leave a comment. Let me know how I'm doing. Share your thoughts about this topic for today. And let me know what you would like me to talk about next time or anytime. I'll always be at your service. I will go a long way to make my research and bring whatever you guys want to know as far as aging happily is concerned. Hello, Ed Varieties from Celeste World. So today we are talking about common personality changes as we age. So the first one we mentioned sadness. I talk of like causes of why we tend to be sad as we are aging, as we tend to age. Sadness. The cause is loss of ability to do certain things that you used to do perfectly. Health decline. So as our health is declining, we tend to, to be sad. And that sometimes is personality change. We do it without even knowing. Um, a death of friends or maybe a significant other. So just for example, you have a good friend who is no a good friend and a significant other, like is the spouse of that friend, passes or die. So, what do you expect of that friend? Do you think he or she will behave to you the way it used to be? That friend is going through a lot. The partner died, a significant other, someone who has been planning, someone you have been planning to have the whole of your life with, to pass your life with, suddenly died. And you are just expecting the friend to just be happy. It is difficult, guys. It is difficult, especially if you know that what that friend is going through and you continue to not be happy with that friend because maybe she's always sad being with you. Yes, it's of course. Losing a loved one is not easy. We are not just talking about a friend, a significant other can be very tough. So just try to understand what, yeah, maybe a friend. If that person is your friend at that moment, just try to understand what that person is going through and you know try not to judge or draw conclusions that fast. And I would tell you, if your sadness is taking too long, you need a therapist, maybe a psychologist, a counselor, somebody who you can talk to. Yes, it's personality. It's a personality change. Yeah, sadness. But when that sadness tends to be too long, try to consult with a specialist. Try to talk with a therapist, maybe a psychologist, a counselor. There are so many of them. Let's talk about irritability. That's another personality change as we grow older, as we age. And what can cause irritability? Something like pain, loneliness, stress. Stress is inevitable. We all, like the whole world, went through this pandemic. We are still in it, actually. How stressful. The pain that people went through, the lives that people lost. It is a lot. It is a lot. Many people, social, like, they are isolation, social isolation. We were not having, like, we didn't have friends or family to sit with. Some people very close to you, or some family members very close to you, they are no longer there. They died of COVID. That's painful. That's stressful. It doesn't give you any inner satisfaction. You feel worthless. And do you expect anything different from being irritable? Irritability comes in place. So if you are sitting with somebody who is just being, who's bringing that personality, that trait of irritability, don't just judge. Yes, that person could be going through something very painful, loneliness, stress, stress from maybe the illness or the health situation, or just being lonely because you don't have maybe a significant other anymore, or you lost a loved one or a kid during pandemic and all those things. That person, don't expect that person to just smile anyhow, anywhere, anytime. It is difficult. Happy Sunday. Thank you so much, Beats and Pieces with Sassy. Thank you so much for joining. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. And yes, before you join, we are talking about common personality changes as we age. So share your own thoughts in the comment section so we all can benefit from. And yes, if you haven't given this video a thumbs up, don't forget, please. I will appreciate it. Yes. So let's talk about forgetfulness. That's another personality change, especially with our older adults. Let's talk about older adults a little bit here. Hi, Celeste, well, my baby. Ha, yes, mommy Ed varieties. He's saying hi to Celeste. Well, thank you. Yeah, forgetfulness. Let's talk about memory loss, especially to our older adults. This will really affect them most. And that's a personality they will portray. You will see in them. They don't, sometimes they will not even realize what they are doing, or how vocal, the way they talk, and certain things just come out from their mouths without them realizing. Guys, don't blame them. You don't know what is going through in their lives, especially if they are experiencing, if they are going through memory loss, decline in memory. That's something too huge that can bring personality change in someone's life as you grow older. It's this particular one, forgetfulness. Yep, for our older adults. Imagine somebody coming to maybe realizing that he or she can no longer recognize, or is too forgetful about people, or grandkids, or kids, or friends who you were very close to each other. And now, when they talk about that friend to you, or they are talking about your one of your grandkids that you knew so well, and you were talking all the time about that person, and just out of no time, you are forgetting all those people. You don't remember. It's okay. It's because of that memory loss. But guys, we have to understand the other people, those who are experiencing, or who are portraying, bringing out these personality changes, like the sadness. We try to put our feet into their shoes and try to reason what is going on, or go close to them to figure out what is going on, what is causing them to be sad, what is causing them to be getting irritated all the time, what is causing them to be forgetful. Yes, sadness, loss of ability, decline in health, and a loss of a dear friend, irritability, Pain could cause that. Loneliness, stress, forgetfulness. It could be memory loss. So, for example, if you have your mom, you say, "Oh, mom, do you remember this person?" And maybe he or she's like, or yeah, any of your parents, he or she's like, "Yeah, I think so," but you are not sure. They are not sure of what they are saying, but you really knew and very convinced that they should know each other. But the way your parent will sound, it doesn't sound right. And you'll be finding it so, like, maybe so awful, or you don't even want to believe that he or she doesn't remembers that. It's okay, it's memory loss. It's part of aging. They forget. Okay, then that's just a personality. It's becoming a personality. So common personality changes, that's what we are sharing today. One of it is forgetfulness. Why? What is causing that forgetfulness? It could just be that memory loss. That is okay. It's just kind of a natural process as we age. The last personality change is reckless behavior. Yes. As we grow older, we want to explore so many things. We are experiencing so many things. This is really close to those older adults as well, like maybe late 40s, um, no, 50s, people in their 50s, even 60s. They tend to try to explore things. I'm like, okay, they are like, yeah, now I'm at that age, I need to explore more. I need to, rock and roll with friends and stuff like that. That's just okay. But when it is, you know, getting to certain risks, doing certain things, or just getting into certain behaviors that are risky, yeah, it's becoming a problem. Yeah, it's a personality change. It's okay. You begin to feel, oh, I need to hang more with this person. I need to go around the world and visit friends and family and kids, and I need to explore. I need to go, do certain things that are so risky. You never even, you know, do those things. You never did those things at your tender age. And now you want to explore all those things. You need to be careful not to get into something that can hurt you more. It's a personality to try to explore most of those things, but when it's getting into a risky adventure, that is a problem. Just for example, seeing somebody getting into maybe sudden, um, like sudden gambling, getting into gambling, it's an adventure. It's a kind of a personality. You want to try things, you want to try out things. It's just personality. Yeah, but don't try risky things. Just getting into gambling, something that you never used to, you know. Um, just trying to drink, want to explore and know how drinking much looks like or feels like. It is risky, and that's personality, guys. It's personality as we get older. This again, this point, like forgetfulness, is very close to our older adults, maybe our parents. Illegal drugs, yeah. Why involve in such? Why such personality? Again, guys, just before rounding up here, I would like to let you know we should refrain from, judging. Yes, it is okay for us to have certain personalities in life as we age. It is okay. It is okay, but too much of it, it can be a problem. Like any other thing, too much of something can be a disaster. Okay, yes, guys, and try not to judge. If there's something seriously going on with somebody that you know, or you see somebody portraying a certain character, common a personality that you don't like, go close to that person, talk to that person. Don't judge. Don't rush into conclusions, into judging that person, because people go through certain things in life, so many things in life that we will never tell. that you can never tell. And please don't just dare to judge. Don't try judging until you know what that person is going through. Don't judge. And if then when you know, you try to help that person. If you can get that person out of that situation, good. If not, just give some space, give some distance to that person. I have a friend whose coping mechanism when she is stressed is just to be herself. To be herself. She cuts contacts with everybody and just stay alone. Or with a nuclear family. That's it. Can cause more harm than good, but that has been part of her. That's what she does when she is in setting, maybe stressing. She goes through that means and she's okay after a while. So don't just judge and don't take blames. Don't be guilty that maybe you're a cause of somebody's problem or cause of someone's personality. No, could just be something happening in that person's life that's causing that person to be behaving the way he or she is. Yep, that's it, guys. Today we are just talking about common personality changes as we age. And yeah, I think we have come to the end of the common personality changes. And I want to thank you all for being here throughout with me. And yes, I always love and appreciate you all stopping by to support. I appreciate all your time. This is Sunday. Again, it's family time, it's family day. And you guys are here to support me. True, I really appreciate you all. Judging is a human tendency, right? Absolutely, 100%, Franklin. As we grow older, we quickly realize judging is not useful. Yes, it's not helping. Where do you where do you have that time to rush into judgment, to think so much about people and judge their family life and take conclusions? Is that giving you any peace of mind? No. I believe as we grow older, we try to, it's good for us to look into those things that can keep us going, that can make us to have fulfillment day after day. Instead of getting things here and there that can keep our mind occupied with no unnecessary things, things that are not useful, things that are not going to impact us positively in any way. It's uncalled for. Really, it's uncalled for as we age. Life is too short, as we always say. So as you grow older, as we grow older, yes, myself inclusive. Yeah, let's refrain from judging, look for those things that can keep us going, that can help us to age happily. We only set ourselves up for more problems when we tend to run into those judgments. Thank you, Franklin. Yes, when we tend to look into certain things too much. If you don't know, guys, try not to know certain things about people and see how happy you'll be. If it comes by chance, okay, maybe randomly talking with friends, somewhere when you're hanging out and you get those discussions, that's fine. But trying to know so much about what is going in somebody's life is causing more harm than good. Believe me. Yes, you have another level of peace of mind when you refrain from those cheap things, those things that doesn't impact your family directly. You feel happy. Your mind is free. It's not crowded with unnecessary things. Yes, you only cause more problems, bring more problems to yourself when you try to judge, try to know this from left and right about certain people, about certain things. You're only bringing more problems to yourself. There is no peace of mind. You're working your mind, your head, your brain, your body for someone else who's sitting somewhere quietly, happily. You're there stressing about that person's life. And yes, if you are really concerned, Why not go close to that person and talk to that person direct? Thank you for that, Franklin. Our life experiences will inform us about this. Yes. You know what? That's it's part of life. We engage into these things like this. There's a stage in life that we get into trying to know this left and right, trying to know, oh, what is happening here? What is happening here? Yeah, it's part of life, guys. Don't get me wrong. We all pass through that. Yes. Maybe without realizing. Sometimes knowingly, yes. We do it sometimes knowingly, just part of it. We just want to sit and talk. But is that helping us? No. And as we grow older, it should remind us that we have to, our mentality is changing. We have to look things positively, and just to keep us going. Yes, guys, thank you so much. I'm going to end here. I'm at the background host, noise here. Okay, no worries, Lina. Thank you so much. I'm actually running this show, and I want to thank you all for coming, your support, your comments here. They have been keeping me going. Oh my God. Look at who is joining. Love and Kids was says, thank you for joining. Hi, host, and everyone. This is coming from Love and Kids World, guys. She just joined us. I was about running up, but she's just joining. Anyways, Love and Kids World, I was just sharing about common personality changes that we tend to experience as we grow older. So I'm just going to quickly run through that before I conclude in the next 3 minutes, just so at least you have an idea of what we are sharing here. And I really appreciate, yeah, a little bit late, but never late though. I appreciate even a minute, a second here you are spending with me is very, very, very important. I appreciate it. Oh yes, go ahead and rewatch this. I really appreciate that. It is a useful video. So if you can replay and watch, yeah, thank you so much. So common personality changes as we age. I mentioned sadness. Sadness, and it's caused by loss of ability. We are unable to do certain things that we used to do so well, you know, while growing up. Now, loss of ability, we are unable to do those things, is bringing sadness. Death of friends or significant other, a loss of a friend or somebody too dear to you can bring sadness. That's a personality that you portray, and people might not know and just judge you. It is okay. Personality changes as we grow older. You get it from the topic, common personality changes. So it is common. It's something that is obvious that will happen. It's just that people, it happens differently with different people. Oh my God. Love and Kids were at the hospital. What's going on, sister? That's not a good thing. This is spring. This is Sunday. That's not good news. Well, you know what? The weather is changing. So many things. People are having cold and, here and there. I'm just hoping and wishing a speedy recovery. Yeah, let's chat later, guys. Love and Kids World. Yeah, sorry to hear that you are in the hospital. Let me not rush into conclusion. Maybe you went for just doctor's visit. Anyways, I would like to know. Be informed channel. Oh my God, thank you for joining, sister. Hello, host and everyone. Yes, sister, you joined that. We are just concluding. I was sharing today common personality changes. Oh, Chef Diamond's Kitchen. Oh, you guys are joining now that I'm about to leave. Thank you guys. I appreciate your time. Please share this video. If you have a community, give the video a thumbs up. I will appreciate it. Good evening, agent. Thank you, Chief Diamond's Kitchen. Feel free to connect with whoever you've seen on the chat. Yes, we all content creators, and let's support each other and grow. So, Chef Diamond, be informed, Love and Kids World. Yes, we are talking about common personality changes. So, I mentioned of sadness and what is causing sadness as we grow older, or a personality that we will portray. Loss of ability to do certain things, health, decline in health can cause you to be sad. Very common, it's normal. Death of friends or significant other. But the advice here is If this sadness is prolonging, it's going too far, it's taking too long. If you are taking too long to overcome this, you need to consult with a therapy. Look for somebody you can talk with, maybe a counselor, a therapy psychologist. Just talk to somebody. It's not good when you get when sadness is part of your life. It drains a lot. The second common personality that we experience as we age is irritability. And this is caused by pain, stress, loneliness. For example, with the pandemic, we have gone through a lot, and it can cause people to be irritating anywhere, to get that spirit of being irritable with everything, with anything that comes their way. So when you see that, don't judge, you don't just know what is going on in people's life. Yeah, that's my what I'm trying to tell all of us. We shouldn't judge into seeing those common personality when people are showing it to us. We shouldn't judge because we don't know what is going on in their lives. Forgetfulness, that could be because of memory loss. Maybe a mom or dad is becoming forgetful, cannot recognize a kid or a friend, a brother or a sister. That's okay. That's okay. And it's just a personality change. They tend to forget because of memory loss. That's okay. Reckless behavior. Yes, we are trying to enjoy life. But I'm saying when you enjoy life, be careful the way you enjoy life as you grow older, because some people tend to engage into some risky certain things in life, like gambling, sudden gambling, alcohol, trying to drink, or just being part, letting alcohol to be part of you, illegal drugs, involving in drugs. That's not healthy, guys. Okay, so it is common, but be mindful of what you are involving in. So as the topic says, common personality changes. So common, it means it's something that will happen maybe with everybody, or most, if not all. So sadness, irritability, forgetfulness, reckless behavior, those are personality changes that we will experience, that we will see in people, but we will not run into judging or running into conclusions, because we don't know why those personality changes are appearing, are coming forth. Oh, then I will watch from the beginning. Thank you so much. Oh, you just saw this now. That's okay. You know what? I said the reminder wasn't long. It was just like 15 minutes. Just because of family dynamics, I couldn't, put it on maybe a day or two. So, but I'm working hard to doing that subsequently. Yeah, but I do appreciate your time. Even your 1 second here is not gone unnoticed. Okay. So I appreciate you. If you can go and rewatch, yes, that would be my joy. I appreciate it. And yes, I'm going to end this broadcast. I want to thank you all again. And as I mentioned earlier, enjoy the weather while it lasts. It's spring, it's so beautiful outside. Very soon we get into, oh my God, English breakfast. Ashene Jolie. Hello, host. Thank you so much, guys, for joining. I appreciate your time here. I was just running up. Yeah, you came late, English prep. And please, I will appreciate if you rewatch a bit. Just leave a comment. Let me know. I really appreciate you guys. I really want to keep to my promise. Like this video, I was aiming an hour. And that's it. It's an hour, 3 minutes. I really want to keep to that promise. Have come in late. Yeah, just you know what? Just start. I'm just ending this broadcast now. Just go back and rewatch. I really appreciate you all. Thank you so much. Make sure you like it as you go out. Leave a comment, please, and share with your community if you have one. Thank you so much. Enjoy the weather. Do everything to be happy. Refrain from judging people you find certain personality changes in them. Just be happy. Try to check into people's, try to know what people are going through instead of judging. And that way you have a better relationship, you have a good peace of mind. And yeah, you are going to age happily. So thank you again, and I wish you again happy Sunday, and have a great week ahead. Cheers to your health. Cheers to aging happily. I'm going to rewatch the check me out soon. Yes, I am going to check you out. I share Jolie. Thank you so much, Jolie sister. I appreciate you all. And I look forward to seeing you in my next live or in my next video. Love you all. And bye for now.